Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday so far. Hi, Miss Dolores. Hello there. How are you? Hey, Evangelist. Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Lolita. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Mr. Soso. Hey, hey, hey. I hope you guys are having a great, great day. I am, I guess. It's kind of, are you laughing at me? Because I never know the day of the week. Because I'm just living. I'm just living. I'm just really just enjoying life for what it is. And so I was told that that was a good thing. I was told that it's a good thing that I never know the day of the week because it means that I'm not like worried about anything. And I'm not like, hey, the queen, hello there. I heard it means that I'm kind of like enjoying life and I just live in the moment. And so whatever day it is, time it is, it really doesn't matter to me because I'm going to do life regardless. That's how I'm living. So that's why I never know the day of the week. Please make sure that you guys do share the live if you can, and I would definitely appreciate it. Share it to someone who may care about what's going on in the world. It's a lot. I know. It's a lot. Bigo, I do you guys do have me today. We're going to be covering a case of a young girl who finally found her voice and exposed her mother's boyfriend. And we're also going to go over a case where CPS has a child where the child is claiming that, or is alleging that her father is abusing her really badly and they are still forcing her to stay with him. The mother is fighting to get custody of her, but the judge is making it very much difficult. And the mother is afraid that this may end up as a crazy one of those crazy cases that we all hear about. And then we're going to cross over to Nova Scotia, where there currently is two kids missing, two parents that it's a real odd type of situation where they say that the children were out and they were in the home, they were playing. One of the parents got up and told them to be quiet. But then when they were too quiet, they went to go search for them and they were not there. Meanwhile, the children had been already not seen by anyone for a week prior to them being reported missing. So that case is kind of going crazy. So we're gonna get in ahead of that too, and a couple more updates that we of other cases that we have discussed. Okay, I hope everyone is having a great hump day. I'm having a great hump day, a great start. Most of my schoolwork is done. This is the final week of this semester. And my final for my other class was kind of strange to where remember I told you, I think I told you yesterday, where it looked like that I needed to resubmit the paper that I did like in week 4 of the semester and edit whatever the teacher felt like that we needed to fix in it. But I had like a 74 out of 75. So I was kind of confused because I'm like, this is too good to be true. There's no way that the only thing that I gotta do for a final paper is resubmit something that I've already submitted, but fix errors. But I emailed him and he said that's it. So I'm hoping I did it right. Hey Aries, I'm hoping that I did it right. Alrighty, guys. Well, today we're going to talk about a man who actually is the son of a civil rights leader, but the son has turned into a serial killer, possibly with him going for trial for 8 murders. But there's 2 other deaths that are dangling over his head that they're saying that can possibly be, you know, his work as well. And this all happened in a 3-week span. So we're gonna get into him today. Hey Elizabeth, hello there. Hey Teresa, trying to give everybody a chance to get on up in here, get on up in here. So all right, guys, let's get into it. So this is Cleophus Emmanuel Cooksey. He is 35 years old and he was out there in Arizona and he's accused of committing a 3-week killing spree back in 2017 that left 8 people deceased. So he is also suspected of a ninth and 10th person, but he has not been officially charged for them as of yet. Okay. Now, Cooksey had previously served 16 years in prison for manslaughter that is related to a 2001 strip club robbery type of incident. Okay. He was released in 2017 and then he moved in with his mother and stepfather shortly after he got out. Now, I'm one that believes, have you guys ever heard of the saying that some people um that crave to kill, they begin to smell blood? This gives me that, because for him to serve 16 years for manslaughter the first time and then get out and triple what he did before, this person, this Hey the Real Books, Cleophas. Yes, that's his name, Cleophas. It's one of them old names right there, y'all. That's one of them old way back names that you don't hear no more. But for him to do 16 years and then get out and then proceed to kill even more people, I believe that he's one of those people that just crave to kill. Like, this is just what he does. And I've heard that there are people out there that crave to kill, y'all. Okay? Which is why he possibly is now considered a serial killer. Okay? So Cooksey, he was known oh Lord, what's going on this morning? Here we go. Here we go. Why can't I never talk? I need to go to some speech classes, y'all. I'm starting to think that I need some form of speech classes. Hey, Kawani. So he wanted to be basically a rapper, y'all, who posted music under the name King Playerbola. King Playerbola. Okay. So some of his lyrics were very much prophetic, where he, did more of woke, what they would consider woke music, referencing violent themes and such as murder in my thoughts that he rapped about. See what I'm saying? He senses murder. There are people that sense murder. So he had a lengthy disciplinary record in prison, including assaults on staff, as well as drug possession and other violations as well. So why did y'all let him out? Like, if he assaulted a staff member, drug possession and other, why did y'all let this monster back out thinking that he was going to change? He's singing about murder in his thoughts. So Cooksey, he also had been out of prison for 4 months before he began his killing spree. Okay? He was arrested in December of 2017 after police had found his mother and his stepfather deceased inside of their Phoenix home. So the arrest of Cooksey had came after the Phoenix officers had arrived it was basically blood that was found inside of the mother's apartment. So upon further inspection, the officers had then discovered the bodies of the mother and the stepfather. So there was ballistics, forensic evidence, as well as items that were recovered from the home that linked him to the crime scene. In addition to this, they also found that there was murders in Phoenix, Glendale, Avondale that also connected him as well. So the authorities had found shell casings from several crime scenes that matched. Cooksey also had possession of one of the victim's necklaces as well, and a firearm. His DNA was also found in one of the female victims, and then surveillance footage. Witness accounts and other social media posts had placed him right at many of these scenes. So there was a joint task force effort to come together in order to apprehend him, because as the killings went on, they really didn't know from the first, couple ones that these all were connected until they really began to investigate the crimes. Okay. So the joint task force had included the Phoenix, Glendale, Avondale, ATF ballistics, FBI profiles, forensic teams, and they all worked together to tie all these crime scenes together and link them to Mr. Cleophas Cooksey over here. So there were also 3 women. I don't understand. It's always women somewhere trying to help a murderer be a murderer, or a serial killer be a serial killer. But he had 3 women. One name was Liliana Vasquez. She was the ex-girlfriend. Then you had Griselda Vasquez. She was Liliana's sister. And then you had Desiree Coronado, and she was the mother of one of the victim's children. Okay? Lord. So they were all accused of removing items from the murder scene, as well as lying to law enforcement during the investigation. Okay? Now, in the timeline of events, so on November the 27th through the 17th, that is when Andrew Remillard was murdered. He was 27. And then Parker Smith, he was 21. They were found shot in the head inside of a parked vehicle in 1500 East Indiana School Road out there in Phoenix. And then you have Cooksey, He allegedly ambushed them while they were sitting in the car, and they don't know the reasoning of why he turned to kill some of these people, by the way. Then on December the 2nd of 2017, that's when Salim Richards was then murdered, a beloved security officer. He was walking with his girlfriend. Well, he's walking to his girlfriend's apartment at the 4300 block of 44th Street out there in Phoenix. And the prosecutors also say that Cooksey and Richards had got into a physical altercation, and Cooksey had stole his gun and necklace after the shooting. So the necklace was later discovered on Cooksey in a Facebook video that was posted on December 3rd. So the fact that you were creating crimes, well, you were committing crimes, should I say, the fact that you were committing crimes and then posting on social media with the victim's jury on lets us know that your elevator don't go all the way to the top. I don't know how many times that I'll have to keep telling people, just because you think that the police, just because you don't physically see the police, they see you. I don't know why the first place that people go after committing crimes is social media. I don't get it, and I don't understand. The same way that police go and log in is the same way that victims' families log in or the community log in. And they may identify things, i.e., the necklace, and notice, well, wait, that's the same necklace as so and so and so and so. So just because you think the police didn't see it, someone in the community can see it and then take it to the authorities. So I don't know why do they always make time in their crime to run to social media as if that's a place to go to and hide? I don't know what it is. They're heartless people. Yeah. Like I think they believe because they don't physically see the police that they cannot that the police don't see them. You don't have to see the police in order for them to see you. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news to all criminals, but you don't have to physically see them. I hope you guys know that. Lord. So then you have Jesus Real. Um, so he was killed at an apartment, and Cooksey had allegedly shot Real twice in the face while he had slept, and then hours after breaking up with Real's sister, Liliana Vasquez. So Liliana and her family had discovered the body and removed Real's phone, which police had later recovered from them as well. Though they were not charged, Cooksey is still the prime suspect in this case as well. Now, the fact that Liliana helped when she knew that this was her brother is kind of crazy to me. And the fact that he was able to get like family members to assist with crimes for their loved ones is insane to me. Like, really, it's kind of crazy. So on December 13th, then you have Latory. Latory Beckford is her name. She was 29 years old, and she was found with 2 gunshot wounds to the head. Witnesses also described seeing a man with a black semi-automatic handgun, and Cooksey was known to be in the area, and he was going by the name Playboy. And one witness had identified him from a prior altercation that happened earlier. Then on December the 15th, Christopher Cameron was his name. He was 21 years old. He was shot in the neck and in the stomach during a drug transaction in Glendale near the 500 block of 58th Avenue. Then you have Cooksey. He was the first person that officers had spoke to on the scene. So he was still on the scene at the time. He falsely had claimed to be the cousin of the victim, but was later identified by the same officer that was there investigating. Okay? His elevator don't go all the way up. It don't. It can't. It stopped like midway somewhere. His is probably like on the first level still to this day. So then you have on December the 15th, Maria um, Villanova. She was 43, a mother that was abducted outside of her boyfriend's apartment in Glendale. Surveillance also shows that Cooksey approached her vehicle, getting in with her, and then driving off. Her body was then found the next day in a Phoenix alley, and she had been sexually assaulted and shot. Cooksey's DNA was found on her body. Then on December the 17th, you have Renee Cooksey and Edward Nunn. This is his mother and stepfather. So Cooksey's mother and stepfather was shot and killed in their Phoenix apartment on 12th Street and Highland Avenue. So Cooksey had opened the door for the officers, claiming that nothing was wrong. I keep telling y'all this man, he ain't no straight psychopath. Why are you still on the scene, sir? Like what do you just killed your mother and stepfather and you were bold enough to stay there on the scene and open up the door for the police. This dude don't got it all. This is now y'all see why I'm saying he's one of those people that smell blood and he has a craving to kill because he can do things so boldly. First, you stay on the scene after killing somebody and actually talk to the investigators on the scene. Then you kill your mama and your stepfather and then stay on that scene and then open up the door for the police and say, no, there's no problem here. I don't even know why you're I just lost it because like it's like, but you know what this tells me? That this is a person that really, you know how they say that serial killers like to be a part of the investigation at some point? They do. Okay. Some serial killers like to be a part of, some of them will actually be on the crime scene, y'all, taking pictures and talking to people and even talking to the police. Whole time they're a murderer. For some reason, they crave being a part. This type of stuff really it really shifts your spirit for real. But some of them they like to be a part of the know. Some of them may take the newspaper articles. Some of them may sit by the television waiting for the announcement for the body to be found. Some of them may still sit on the crime scene. Some of them may like some he built up deleting his yes, like he built all the way up from all these people, but that's the thing. He had already did 16 years for murder. It was in this man to kill. He was only out of jail for a couple of weeks before he began to kill someone else. What they say, 4 months that he was out? 4 months that he was out of jail. He had already started to kill. He wasn't even out that long. He like it's like he came out knowing that I'm going to go out here and I'm going to kill some more people. He didn't even make it a year. Like a year. This man is crazy. He is truly crazy. So he claimed that nothing was wrong. He was covered in blood. He later threatened the officer, stated that he'll slit your throat in referencing taking care of snitches for Donald Trump. Now, why would you throw Donald in this? Why Donald Trump is somewhere not even realizing that he is being he's being put into a serial case, a serial killer's case, and proclaiming that he is taking care of snitches for Donald Trump. Y'all should have never taken this man out of jail. Donald Trump don't know this man, don't know who this man is, ain't never spoke to this man a day in his life. It's in his DNA. I don't know if it is because his grandfather is a civil rights leader. So what is mama's side? Daddy's side? What side was this on? Because his granddaddy was a civil rights. That means that he's for the people. So while his granddaddy is for civil rights, trying to make sure, that everybody is treated equally, his grandson is out here killing people. Hide the president. Like for real. Because with the world, so during the investigation, there was guns that were linked to the shootings. The victim's property, so the gun and the necklace is what they have for evidence, as well as the car keys that belonged to one of the victims. DNA that was found as well. Witness statements as well as surveillance footage, multiple confirmations of Cooksey's presence as well. Digital evidence is being used in this trial. Social media posts and surveillance footage that did strengthen the timeline of the case. Then you have Liliana Vasquez removed evidence from Real's murder scene and did not call the police. Griselda Vasquez had took Real's phone from the crime scene and gave it to someone else. And then you have Desiree. And this is who Griselda had gave the phone to. She gave the phone to Desiree. And Desiree had lied to the police about the phone and then kept it due to photos with Real. So all three were charged with hindering prosecution and tampering with physical evidence. Carando also faced a charge of false reporting. So his trial actually preparing to start this week. He's charged with 8 counts of murder, weapons charges, kidnapping, sexual assault, and then when he did have an option to bond, it was set at $5 million, but we at trial now. So the opening statements had began, and prosecutors do plan to seek the death penalty for him and emphasize that victims were vulnerable and crimes were premeditated. Cooksey has pled not guilty. Cooksey has pled not guilty. Defense also stated that they were not clear. There was not a clear motive, and that the killings appeared to be very much random. Okay, so it is expected for it to be very. Yeah, he's very evil man. Okay, so he was released from prison despite all the infractions that he had. 22 infractions while in jail. 22 infractions while in jail for including assaulting staff. There is no way that y'all should have let this man out. That's a systematic failure within itself. This man did not show any form of rehabilitation at all. Okay? None. And you guys still let him out. And 4 months later, he went on a whim of a 3-week killing spree, wasn't even out of jail for 365 days. And y'all let him out to kill, including his mother. There was no mental health follow-up for him as well, and there was no transitional monitoring for him. He did have some violent ideologies as well that he would typically post on social media, which should have been a red flag to everyone. Um, Police were only able to tie these murders after the forensic advances earlier into interagency communications might have expedited the pattern of recognition. So they wasn't able to link all of these cases, and they're still trying to determine if he killed more people, even to this day. So there could be way more people than what he is on trial for and what he has been, accused of. There could be others. Okay. And the fact that he's proved that he's saying that he's not guilty of anything lets us know that he's probably not telling them nothing. What I have discovered with looking into serial killer cases is that oftentimes they like to, even after convicted, they still want them to discover bodies so that they can keep up with it. It's kind of weird. Serial killers have a really weird, a really weird way with themselves, where even after the versus being convicted and say, you know what, guys, there's more. They don't want to do that. They get a kick out of seeing investigators attach more bodies. It's a strange, he's psychotic. Yeah. Yeah. Very psychotic type of guy. Like this is one of those people who really should have never been, allowed back to the public at any point in time, simply because of his background and also because of, his history, his ideologies. This is another person with their own philosophies. This is why I tell people all the time, be careful who you learn from, okay? I do know that it's a lot of people out there that like to put on this educator or a philosopher cap or, this whole woke movement and things of that nature. Be very mindful of false profiting and false teachings, because there's a lot of that going on, especially with mental health being at an all-time high. Some of your most mentally ill people will swear to you that they know the truth of life, okay? And in the meantime, it's truly insane. Their thoughts are truly insane. The way they think through things is truly insane. It's insane. It's like one of those, they create things that make sense to them, and then they attempt to get you to believe what they have created in their own minds. And oftentimes they're able to get people to do that, to get to, to follow these ideologies in which they have and these beliefs in what they have, because they have spent so much time to make it make sense to a weak stated mind, honestly and truly. Okay. So, as of right now, the trial has just started as of a day ago. They're looking that this trial could last a few months, y'all. It's going to be a really long trial. It's really, give me one second. It's one of those trials that it's so many pieces to the puzzle, so many pieces to the puzzle that it's going to take a minute before we even get a verdict out of it. But it just started on Monday, okay? From all of these murders, and they're still attempting to try to put more on him as well. Um, Metaphysical teachings as well. Yeah. Like they try, you have to be really, really mindful with people that do this. These spiritual people that try to do metaphysical teachings, and or they try to give you these different levels of spiritual teachings. You got to be really mindful. I tell people all the time, it's a thin line between mentally ill and mentally aware. Okay? It's a real thin line. Someone that can look like they're mentally aware can be absolutely positively psychotic and out of their mind. Okay? They can. But it's a really thin line to where some people cannot tell. They cannot tell that this person is not okay. So you have to have discernment when allowing people to teach you and pour into you, and you begin to take on some of these beliefs, not realizing that you're working on the dark side many times. Honestly and truly. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, I will be doing some updates on the case as it goes further. Most of it will be as on a blog because it's going to be so long before we get a verdict. So, if I can keep updated with everything that's within the trial process, that would be the best way versus me trying to come live every single day and go over everything that's going on with trial. So it possibly will be in a blog, and possibly weekly. We probably will do a show just to see what is going on within this trial because it's going to be really, really long. Diddy's trial is going on right now. Don't know if you guys know it or not, but they're showing pictures of Diddy looking like he's fully gray. He's stressed. There's a lot going on. Okay. Protect your mind by all costs. Please protect your mind. Alrighty, guys. So listen. So the winner for yesterday did not contact me for the winnings for this for last month's raffle. And it was Jeanette. Okay. So y'all know we have to spin again because Jeanette did not reply to me. Okay. Now, if you want to enter into this month's raffle, all you have to do is create a post on Spaces. If you are not on Spaces, you can download Spaces into your app store. Give me 1 second. Let me get my. You can download Spaces in the App Store, and you can search Savage Royalty ENT and then put in the code 859CEA to make it easier for you. You can also go to the community section on YouTube, and you will be able to click the link and then join the group that way. Now, if you would like to enter into this month's raffle, you just have to make up an engagement post. So give your thoughts on this show or yesterday's show, or maybe you want to make a suggestion for me to do a specific show, or maybe you want to give me some feedback on how to better my show. Whatever it can be to kind of add engagement to the Spaces app is how you enter. But you must be the creator of the post, okay? Not the commenter, the creator. So I am looking for conversation starters in the Spaces app, and that is how you will be able to enter. Every single time that you start a conversation, you will be entered into this month's raffle, which I will pull at the end of the month and announce at the beginning of June. Okay. Alrighty, 13 likes. Yes, please like this video if you like this video. Okay. Please like this video. How do you create a post? Huh? You didn't watch the tutorial? It's there. Let me show you. Yeah, how you let me see if I can show you in here. The tutorial video is in there. I thought you watched it. Okay, let me see if I can show you by pulling it up here. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. What? Why can't I find what the world? Hold on. Why I cannot see this thing? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get it to come up here. It's giving me a hard time. Uh, go to group. I can't pull it up over here. What I'll do is I will create like a screenshot and I'll post it in there because it won't let me see it from here, and I don't know why. I can't pull it up. This is crazy. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Bigo, I am on my way to you. Please make sure that you are ready and prepared as we do have a full show today. And just stay tuned to Spaces app as well as YouTube for tomorrow's show. I haven't posted it as of yet because Microsoft has blinded you through its hidden. So it's hidden. No, I just can't get into it from right here. I would literally have to it won't let me. It doesn't even let me see it. I don't even know why. And I'm logged in as the owner, so I don't know what this thing got going on. Alrighty. Bigo, I'm on my way to you. Please make sure that you pull up, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for tuning into True Crime with Savage